The last written criteria for Unit B focuses on the concept of ground rules and how we should use these to create a respectful environment within the actual classroom. So I've used the term here codes of practice, so a code of practice for yourself and a code of practice for your students. And what you often do with your ground rules is that you basically come up with them together at the beginning of a course, and the idea being that everyone's sort of agreeing that this is how they're going to behave when they're on the course, and try and actually, develop rapport and make sure you're not going to have any issues as you progress through the qualifications. To give you an idea of some of the examples we might talk about, well, punctuality and attendance, you obviously can encourage people to arrive on time. This is going to be both in the morning when they start, but also after coming back after breaks. Some courses will require 100% attendance, but you're also going to try and sort of promote that, you want everyone to be there, everyone buy into it together, and really focus on that being a sort of pivotal role for success within the course. Respect each other's opinions. Quite a lot of qualifications, you're going to have sort of discussions, maybe heated discussions at times, but ultimately you need to actually promote respecting each other's opinions, maybe promote one person speaking at a time to sort of maintain that sort of respect within the classroom. Mobile phones or modern sort of technology can often be a factor as well. So, the rules you have with mobile phones, that's up to you. You might decide to have them switched off, or it could be, you want them on silent. Depends on the group ultimately, but it certainly might be something you might focus on when you're coming up with these ground rules. And one other one I've sort of picked on there, so maybe food or drink. That could be a factor, particularly if you're talking about computers or sort of media equipment that's involved within the classroom. So you do consider these factors, and if you think it's necessary, you may well say we don't want food and drink within the learning environment. So it gives you a few ideas, a few examples. How you generally go about coming up with these ground rules is that maybe the first session you have with your students, you sort of allow them to come up with them, you almost facilitate it. You bring yourself into it as well, so you say that they can come up with the rules for you. So for example, you're going to turn up on time, you're going to teach interesting and varied lessons for them, you're going to mark their work. And often maybe once you've got these ground rules, you might actually print them up. Sometimes people laminate them, put them on the wall. You might put them into a course handbook. And obviously they're not a legally binding contract or anything like that, but it's trying to say, this is our code of practice. And if we all stick to this, it's likely to be a really pleasant and successful learning environment.